CJ, what are you seeing from guys like Bradley Silva and Cyrus Jones competing for that other cornerback spot? How is that making them better out there?
One, they just getting Coach Saban every day, so that's the starts. But they've been rotating in, been getting plays in each game. So I mean, they just gotta keep working at it. So I mean, they can't get discouraged. 'Cause at the end of the day, we all have each other back, and we all gotta be ready to play whichever goes in, whoever comes out.
Do you get the young cornerbacks' ears a little bit, because they obviously got a huge challenge this week and got to be ready for it next week?
We just try to make them keep a good mindset, because sometimes the younger guys get down, especially when the coaches getting on them, they keep messing up. So it's really the older guys' job just to make sure they have the right mindset, let them know, hey, you got to do the next play, because you really have to, especially in the game. You got a big play, you can't reminisce on that play, you got to go to the next one.
There's been a lot of what Coach Saban would call clutter around the program this year, from suspensions and injuries and investigations. But you guys have really seemed to play your best through. What's led to that?
Really, everybody just basically staying in the family, staying in unity, so not letting all the other stuff outside of football affect us inside, because really all that stuff can happen, but it really, if you don't let it affect us inside here, it won't be a problem. So basically, it's off the field.
Does Coach Saban emphasize that more this year?
Yes, mainly because it happened more this year. I mean, hopefully we had that last little incident happen, so hopefully that's the last one. But if it does, the coach always do a good job of disciplining people, and they come back positive because they know they messed up, and they try to do their best to prove that they can be successful on this team.
I'm talking to Kevin. He was talking about the defenders seem to be going for the knees more in the past. Do you see that being, as a defender, do you see yourself going low more than you did in the past?
I've never been low. Probably never will. So that's not really what I do.
Have you had to change how you tackle at all because of the target?
Not really. So I've always been pretty good at tackling up high and keeping my head up. So hopefully it stays that way. But we have had some of our guys almost get ejected. So I mean, it's just something you got to have in the back of your head, even though it might slow you down. But rules are rules.
Were you surprised that you only were credited with one tackle in that game?
Not really. I knew it had me in tackle, but I still felt like I was getting guys around. I was real active. I had a few blocks on Deion Blue's interception. So as far as being a being a quarterback on defense, I did my job. So I mean, it's not always about stats. It's about getting guys in the right spot and make sure you line up in the right spot so other people can make plays.
Saban says you had 3 blocks on the interception.
Yeah.
I mean, were you seeking out 3 guys, or was it just a guy just got in your way?
Well, Deion made a couple guys miss, and I happened to be right there on that miss. So I mean, we get extra points for blocking. But I mean, when your teammate gets an interception, you want to take it to the house every time. So I mean, I felt like it was my job. He got the interception, so I got to help him finish. So I mean, he didn't get the end on the touchdown. We didn't block the quarterback, but it was fun. I was pretty crunk after the play.
You guys have that production points chart. Does that get competitive with defensive guys, like wanting to see who's at the top of that list?
Well, for my spot, it's not too competitive. But, second on, it probably gets pretty competitive.
Did you remind Deion who knocked him over?
Well, actually, after I hit the first 2 blockers, I saw the quarterback tackle him, kind of grab his face mask, so that kind of amped me up a little more. So when I ran over there, I just tried to knock everybody off the pile. So I was like pushing through people to get him up. So I mean, I was just really in the zone in that play. But I mean, it's always fun, especially when we make plays on defense like that.
How much does it help you to have a guy like Aishan in front of you?
Well, he's so young, so he has a lot of raw talent. So he's gonna get way better. So I would love to play with him a couple more years, but. Coach is going to do a great job with him, and we got a lot of young guys like that, Jonathan Allen, and some of my younger DBs that's going to be great when they get older. So I mean, it's going to take time. They got to get in the mode, they got to get that experience, but in due time, they're going to be some great players.
You guys have some young players. How about you replace so many? They got so many young defenders out there. How big a challenge is it? It's not a problem for you. You got all the experience to stay focused on the right things in games like this.
Well, with great coaches like Saban and Coach Smart, they're going to always give us the right game plan. They're always going to put us in the right position. We just got to do our job to execute those calls during the game, not let all the media and stuff come down and not like all that outside clutter. You just got to focus on what we have to do and basically play Alabama football like we've been playing all year.
What do you remember about the 2011 game here against LSU?
No touchdowns. That was the main thing. So great defense on both sides. People making plays left and right. So Coach Saban said earlier in the week that those type of games always come down to 1 or 2 plays where a guy don't do their job and a big play happens. So I mean, we got based off what he just said right there, we got to make sure that we execute our game plan. So can't have a lot of mental errors. Got to make sure guys are doing their assignment.
What do you remember?
What was it like being part of that and knowing the number of guys that's going on through the league since and more will be going this year as well?
Well, it's just fun to play those type of games, especially when you think about it later on. So at the time, kind of upset who wins and who loses, but when you think about it, there's a lot of great players, a lot of great talent. There's probably going to be a lot of players from that game that's going to go on and make big plays and do great things. So, I mean, just to think about it, it's an honor to be in that type of situation. So hopefully we come out on top this year again.
What do you remember the hype of that game? There was so much. Game day was here for extra days. I mean, just what was that like?
Well, it was different. You know, we always have those type of games once or twice a year. So, like I said, we got to make sure that we kind of buy into what they're trying to do, get the game on hype up. When it comes down to shuffling on the pads, we got to play our type of football.
You've had some former players come back around the last couple of weeks. Do you ever just, when you see them on the sideline, shake your head and get amazement how much talent you guys have had in this program?
Well, I'm used to it now, but you know, it's always fun seeing the other guys come back and see them on the sideline. You can't be too happy and get too out track because there's somebody to get on you. Because we always on the sideline, make adjustments and stuff. But you know, we get a little break or we see them during the week. We always say this.
CJ, after the Colorado State game, you had that impromptu meeting after the game. I know you went first. Early in your career, would you have even thought about doing that? Or, you know, talk about your evolution, I guess, as a leader.
Well, I probably thought about it, but you know, we had some of the guys like Dante, Nico. We just had leaders that had way more experience than me that probably would have said something, did the same thing I did basically. So I mean, just going off from the past, like up to now, I just say it's my time. So I mean, I have to do those kind of things. Back then, I really didn't have to. It was an option, but for this year, it's not an option. Like I'm a senior, I'm a leader on the defense, and one of the leaders on the team. So I'm like pretty much obligated to do all type of stuff.
What have you seen these laps since that night?
A lot of guys bought into what we're trying to do here. So playing a great defense, offense doing well. So it's always how we start and how we finish. I want to start fast and finish strong. And for the last few guys, what we've been doing. So we got to make sure that we keep our vision going and make sure that we don't get off track and get better in this bye week.
It's a little out there, but how do you decide what you tweet and what you put on social media? Or do you ever say, well, maybe I shouldn't?
Well, yeah, I have some moments I was like, should I put this, should I put that? But I'm not really a big tweeter. But yeah, I don't tweet a lot of things like that. So I mean, I'm pretty smart with those type of situations. I was raised the right way, and I don't really want to get put out there in the wrong situation or get looked at the wrong way. So I don't really bother with that too much.
Could you ever see a day where Saban tweeted?
He claims he don't have one, but he probably does.
One more? Under a different name, huh?
Yeah, probably so.
Thanks.